YouTube family.
Happy Valentine's Day!
And today we're doing a special Valentine's edition partner stretch just like we did last year, and I'm joined by my beautiful fiance. That's right, we got engaged last year. The beautiful Renee, and we're going to be going through 4 different sequences, and we're going to work on opening up our shoulders, our hamstrings, our hips, and we're going to have some fun doing it all with a partner, and it should feel great by the time we're done. Just remember that when we're working with the partner's there to help us get into positions that we normally can't get into on our own, and to help us maybe deepen just a little bit the stretches and help support us with these movements as well. So try not to push too hard. We don't want it to hurt. We want it to feel pleasantly stretchy and connect with our partner a little bit along the way. So, without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start sitting on our butt. One partner is, and the other one is going to be behind them. So we're going to be in a butterfly position. And we're going to start with opening up the inside of the hips here and the groin, the adductors. So if this is pretty hard for you when we push the knees down, you're going to bring your feet a little further out, and that'll put less bend in the knee and a little less stress on the inside of the thighs. So we're going to come behind, and we're going to gently push down on our partner's inside of their knee. And then you can just smell their hair a little bit too, because their hair always smells nice. You know what I'm talking about. Anyone that has a partner.
Or friend.
Or friend. Everyone's hair smells a little different, always a little bit nice. It's true. Not that I smell lots of people's hair. Alright, when this is done, we push down a little bit. They're going to sit up straighter. Their arms are going to be up with a 90-degree bend. The elbows a little bit under the shoulders. I like because that really focuses on the chest a bit more than the shoulder. And we're going to put our knee up on the inside, in the middle of their back. We'll put a little pressure there so they don't come back with us, and we're going to open up the elbows. Because Renee works at a desk a lot too, so she's like a shrimp sometimes. So it's important that we open up those pecs. Because Renee also has pecs. And just like anything, if some stretch feels a lot better than others, feel free to hold it a bit longer. I'm not going to hold anything for much longer than maybe 20 seconds today, but feel free to pause, come back to it, do it every day if it feels so good. All right, we're going to let that one go for now, but hold it if you like. We're going to come back to this position, pushing down on the knees. She's going to reach forwards, and I'm going to get a little bit of pressure and lean on her back with my chest. And then keep a little bit of pushing down with the knees if you can. So good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Shout out to you. And let it go. We're going to do 2 more before we switch partners. So now she's going to put her legs out straight, all the way out. And we're going to start standing up again. I'm going to take her arms just like we did the first time, but now the arms are going to be overhead. I'm going to support a little bit in the middle of the back. I'm going to pull the arms up and back a little bit. Just lengthen out the torso, the shoulders, and the back. Wow. Make sure your partner's breathing while we do it. We don't want to hold our breath. And check in. Make sure you let your partner know. Maybe pick a safe word if it's a little too intense, so they know to drop the arms when it happens. And we're going to reach forwards to finish up. So she's reaching in front of herself. I'm going to push in the middle to lower part of her back. I don't want to hunch her down. I want to lengthen by pushing your stomach towards her thighs. You can even do it again with your chest if you'd like to, or you can use your hands. The hands I like a little bit more because you can turn them a little bit and twist a little as we do it. Doesn't that feel great?
Yeah.
Being stretch with a partner is really nice too, because you get to focus really a lot on your breathing. You don't have anything else to really worry about as you hold the stretch. And let it go. Beautiful. All right, let's switch partners, and then we'll get into our second part. All right. So make a butterfly. The closer the feet, the harder it's going to feel to push the knees down and push the knees open. Wow. Thanks. Doesn't she have beautiful hair? Pop. Not today.
No popping.
And let it go. All right. Arms up. In the middle. this feels pretty hard to hold too, feel free to cross your feet in front of you so you really focus on the shoulders opening and the chest stretching.
Is that okay?
That's lovely. I can sleep like this, it's so good. And relax, and let's reach forwards now as they push their knees down a bit. Push the knees with your hands, and then just lean into your chest. Yeah. Smother me is what I'm asking you. Essentially. Yeah. Wow. And relax. All right, let's finish up those last two. Legs out straight. Get arms up. Yeah, pull the arms. Yeah, the elbows are good too if you're flexible enough to pull the elbows back.
I pull upward or towards me?
Up and back.
Up and back. How's that?
That's great. You're making me taller. As we hold this too, if some of these stretches feel a little tough for us, you can always modify it by putting something under your butt, and the higher your butt is, usually the easier this kind of stretch will feel. And there'll be some other modifications I go through for this session as well. But for that, this will do. For this, that'll do. This and that. And let it go. And we're gonna reach forwards, just pushing the middle part of my back to lengthen, pushing my stomach towards my thighs.
Okay.
That's great. You're so flexible. Thanks. I practice all the time. And relax. Beautiful. All right, so that was our adductors, our hamstrings. Now we're going to focus on our hip flexors and quads a little bit. We're going to keep doing a bit of shoulders and finish with a bit of a child's pose. It's going to feel pretty nice. So my beautiful fiance will be on her stomach for this one. I'm going to start with one leg at a time. So I'm going to be kneeling just to brace against the side of her body because she's going to want to turn and move. But for this, I want to try to keep her in a straight line. So I'm going to bring her foot to her butt. I like to tuck it in under my elbow or my armpit. And I'm going to go under her knee. And then I'm going to lift her knee just gently. This one's pretty intense if you lift it too fast or too high. So make sure you're holding and just gently pulling up. Stretching the quad. The next one's going to be great if you spend a lot of time sitting down in a chair, if your hip flexors feel like they get tight. We're going to get into that one in a few seconds. So, all right, let go of the foot a little bit. So it's going to be a little straighter. Before we do the other leg, we're going to lift that leg. Make sure there's less bend in the knee. The more bend there is, the harder it's going to be to lift the leg up. We don't want to worry about the quad. We want the hip flexor to stretch. So you lift. I like to brace it even against my opposite leg to push this down. And then I'm pushing the knee over. So we want to feel this in the hip flexor and then the outside of the hip flexor as well. How's that feel?
Feels pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
It's intense, but it's pretty good. I'm just really tired.
I know. And relax. All right, let's do the other leg. You'll find some parts are way harder than others for you, and depending on what you do most days, you'll carry tension in different areas, and that's normal, but it's all good information to have. So, foot to butt, pick up the knee, just a little bit, feel the quad. Couple more breaths, and relax. Alright, straighten the leg a little bit. Lift the leg just a bit of bend. And then pull it over. As you give a little bit of stability into the lower back. Too much?
No, it's okay.
Great. And let it go. All right, we're gonna do 2 more just to finish up a little bit more stretching into our front body. So we're gonna grab underneath the elbows here, pull them back, and then from here we're gonna pull the elbows and then the shoulders open up with the chest. I like to sit down when I do it too, but you can stand up if that feels good too. Depending on what time of day you're doing this, make sure you check in with your partner. Any type of back bend like this, if you've been sitting down a lot all day, it's gonna feel a little bit tight at first, so don't go too far and take it slow, not too much.
No, that feels really good.
Perfect. And let it go. Now she's gonna pop into a child's pose. Keep your feet or your knees relatively wide so you can get right back, hips to heels. And from here, I'm just gonna push down and back on her lower back to lengthen a bit more. And then you can just push a little bit of massage in the lower back should feel nice. And relax. Beautiful. All right, let's switch partners, and then things will get a little bit shorter after that with the hamstrings and hips a little bit more to wrap up. So I'm on my stomach. You can grab a nice little pillow for your head here.
Yeah.
Bend the knee. Good, lots of bend in the foot. Good, lift the knee. Just a bit.
Chris.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's lovely.
Yeah.
And let it go. Straighten the leg a little bit. You're gonna lift and then cross it over behind. For this, sometimes leave your arms out. That helps keep the shoulders square as they open up the hip flexor. That's perfect. Nice. Look at you finding innovations. And relax. Nice. All right, let's do the other leg. And lift the knee. So if these feel a little bit intense, don't worry. We're going to finish by giving the back a nice stretch with the last 2 sequences. That feels really good. Yeah. And release a little bit, straighten the leg. Not all the way, but as much as you like. And then over.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. And relax. Good. All right. So let's wrap this up. Shoulders up, elbows pull back. Grab around the front of the elbow and then pull elbows in and back.
How's that?
That's great. You're really leaning into it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gotta do what you gotta do when your partner is a bit bigger and you're not strong.
Yeah. And relax. All right, this one should feel nice to finish with. So let's come onto our hands and knees. Open up the knees a little bit. Bring the hips to the heels. Lengthen the arms out nice and long. And then push down into the lower back.
How's that?
That's nice. And relax. Perfect. All right, the next one we're both going to do together. And we're going to do it with one leg sticking out, the other leg sticking in. So I'm going to go, let's go this way first. Okay, put the bottom of your foot against their shin. So you're both lined up, kind of like an L. You're going to take their hands, good, and then you're going to pull me in first too. Pulling in this one, you can try to reach long, but if the back foot's kind of tight, you can relax it. And up. We're going to do 2 per side on this reach too. So now it's the other partner's turn. If you want to stretch the back a little bit more across the arms, instead of going straight and then extend. So the shoulder blades will spread a little bit more than the other way. Is that, I like that one? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's intense behind my leg, but.
And relax. So we can stay in this position and do 1 more, but if you want to make the stretch a bit deeper, then one partner can open up their leg, so they open up into a bit of a split, and then we'll pull back to the leg that we were just on. As you pull the arms too, maybe you'll feel a bit of a stretch in the lat, which is nice. And let's pull back the same way we came from. Wow, you're doing great. Look at that reach. You're way past your foot with your hands. And relax. Beautiful. All right, let's switch legs, and then we'll wrap up with 1 more sequence done with one partner on their backs, which is always my favorite way to finish. Alrighty, and pull. You thought it out.
I gotta pay attention. I'm trying to.
So come up again too. If your partner's reaching far like I am too, then she can reach forwards, grab the shoulders. I'll grab the shoulders, then she's gonna straighten up. Yeah, you look with your arms if you want to, if that helps.
Yeah, because you're so like flexible. I feel like you just lie down so easily.
And switch. We'll pull the other partner so I can grab from across.
You can barely move.
Because I'm usually going on my back.
Yeah. Must be it.
My massive arms. And switch. So you can open up if you like, if that felt good. And then you can pull back into it. Come up a little bit too. So you can also just grab the elbows.
The elbows.
Yeah.
Like Spartacus.
Like Spartacus. Exactly. That's how we should shake hands from now on. Start a revolution. And pulling back the way we came. So don't forget to breathe.
I always forget to breathe.
And relax. All right. So the last sequence is going to have a couple things. We're going to hit the hip from a couple different angles and the hamstring. So one partner is going to be on their backs, and then the partner doing the stretching is going to be standing up. Okay, for the last one, I'm going to go through it, give a little tutorial on how to do it without hands. It's going to feel a little bit easier doing it without the hands. So the first one we're going to do, we're going to open the knee up to the side to stretch the inside of the leg too, and then the groin, so keep a nice bend into it. I like to keep the foot against my shin to anchor it, and my other hand is going to keep their leg and hip from turning over, because that's what's going to give them the stretch, is having the hips square. And then you're going to push the knee gently towards the ground. Gently, until your partner says it's good. Good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still good, yeah.
More?
A little.
Wow, look at her go. That's so impressive.
Thanks.
So you can get more stretch by pushing the knee down, if that feels great, and more stretch by pushing the knee up, if that feels good too. And relax. Good. Now from there, we're going to come into a straight line, like a one-legged happy baby. So for this one, keep a little less bend in the knee. You're going to push the foot down. You can keep it on your chest too. so you can push with your body. And I always like to anchor the other leg, because if you're working with a partner, the whole thing is to keep them in the right position, so you can keep your other hand here, so the leg doesn't move, because if I let it go, see, it's going to go up. Is that the safe word?
No. It's too ambiguous.
Big, wholesome breaths. And just let it go. Now from here, we're going to keep the same angle, but we're going to straighten the leg. So try to keep it nice and straight here. And then we're going to push the foot with the straight leg down. You can put it on your shoulder to support the knee, and then you can push down. You won't get nearly as far as you think when you fully lock out the leg, because we're really isolating the hamstring here. So make sure it's gentle, and we feel that hamstring. Good job, fiancé. And let it go. All right, the last one we're going to do, so let's pay attention. We're going to take the foot, we're going to cross the body. Now you're going to put it in front of your knee. Now you're going to take the other foot. If you guys ever watched WWE or WWF, you're going to cross over here like a sharpshooter. Now from here, you can let your hips go forwards a little bit. We want to feel that in the glutes as we reach down. Now we'll hold that just for a second. When I stretch my glute, I love to stretch my shoulder at the same time. So I'm going to take her opposite arm, and she's just going to relax. I'm just going to pull it up to feel the back stretch a little bit as I stretch the glute.
That's nice.
Thanks. It's my favorite until you finish with it. Almost there. A couple more breaths. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna do the other leg.
Near you.
Do you want to do? Okay. Let's do the other partner, and then we'll do the other leg. All right, so on my back.
This one.
I usually face this way. All right, so one leg is in, opened up, and then she's pushing the foot forwards and the knee out.
This was here, right?
Yeah.
And then hold this down.
Good details, and that was here.
And that was there.
Yeah, look at you go.
Start beautiful.
Yes, let's say. So good. And we'll switch. Nice. All right, so we'll bend the knee maybe 90 degrees, push it down into the ground, and you can keep that one there, yeah. Nice. So if you notice one part of your hips, your hamstrings is something a lot tighter than the other. Two, that's an area you'll want to focus on too, so try to keep that in mind. And for next time you're stretching. I'm just melting more and more with every stretch. Can you see it? Like an ice cream cone. Alright, and let it go. And we'll straighten the leg. And push down. Good. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Feel that hamstring. Thank you.
Wow. I'm almost fully on.
My leg isn't moving a bit though, but it's still doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And relax. Nice. All right, let's cross it over. So she's going to take the opposite foot, cross over. Good. Put it on the inside. Good. Maybe above is better. Good. And take the other leg, cross over that way. Good. And then she can rotate her hips and then push forwards with the shin. So lean into it. Yeah, good. And then take the opposite hand after to pull up. That's great.
It's hard. Stretching the other partner, like it's sometimes like it feels like a workout.
I know, yeah. Well, because I'm just being totally dead weight. And so, like, you can help your partner by being not dead weight when you do it, but it's also nice just to be like a bag of milk sometimes. So, yeah. All right, let go with the hand. Let's hold the hip a little bit more though, so just like push into it. Give it a little bit more love.
That's good.
Yeah. Side note, when I stretch my hips like this before bed for a long enough time, I sleep like a baby. So if you guys ever have trouble sleeping, give this a shot for like a minute or 2 minutes per side. And relax. Alright, so let's do the other partner and then the other leg. And then we'll be all done with our special Valentine's Day partner stretch. Alright, give me leg number 2. That one now. Alright, so foot down, knee out, brace the hip, and then push the knee open. What's that? Feels harder.
This one.
Yeah, I think so. Super. And relax again. Alright, let's bring it up. And push the knee into the shoulder, into the floor. Is that okay?
Yes.
This one, yeah.
Yes.
Great.
This leg is just tighter, I feel.
Yeah. But you're gonna feel so good after. Like a noodle.
Yeah.
A noodle. And let it go. And let's straighten that leg. And how's that? Wow, that's really good. Your hamstrings are nice.
This leg is kind of rough though.
Yeah. There you go. Nice deep breaths. You're so close. One more stretch after. And relax. All right. Cross it over. Other leg goes in front. And then we push the hips forward so we feel it. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, that feels really nice.
And yeah, we'll hold this a little bit later, longer after. We'll start with this.
Bag of milk.
As we spend our day doing whatever, yeah, we compress, everything gets tighter and tighter. So it's nice to lengthen things out at the end of the day.
That's really nice.
And let the arm go. Let's hold the hip just a little bit longer. And relax. Beautiful. All right, let's switch spots. Just easy. Yeah, down
Oh,
here.
yeah. Here. And here.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Cross it over on the front of their thigh.
Oh yeah, here.
Yeah, other leg goes in front. Good. Hips forwards a bit.
Hips forward.
And opposite arm up.
How's that?
Oh, that's great. And let's let go of the arm. And let's crank the hip stretch a little bit longer. But you can hold the arm as long as you like if that's your favorite part. That's perfect. Look at you. There's so much power in your hips right now. You could end my life right now. Yeah.
No.
How does it feel?
It's pretty good.
Powerful.
Powerful.
My life is in your thighs. And relax. Beautiful. Good job. Thanks.
You did it?
Yeah,
Okay.
all right, so there you have it. A nice little full body stretch. If you guys feel a little tense after a long day of work or anything that goes on that day, if you spend a lot of time sitting down, standing up, or any of that too, it's always a good idea to lengthen up those joints, and always connecting with our partners a little bit too feels pretty good. Thank you, my lovely fiance Renee. If you guys like that, we can do more partner stretching videos in the future too, and feel free to subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and we'll see you guys later.